Good morning, students of class 9B. In this period of geography, we are studying rocks. The first type of rocks is igneous rock, in which we have studied about the characteristics of igneous rock in the last class. And today we will discuss about the landforms of igneous rocks. Landforms, that is the physical feature made by igneous rocks. So this physical feature may form inside the earth or on the earth's surface, in which we will study about batholiths, laccoliths, sills, dikes and necks. So three I have written together in the first page of this video. First is batholith. And one more information I want to give before explanation. This explanation I have classified into three columns. In the first column, I have written the name of landforms. In the second column, I have written about their shapes. And in the third column, I have written about the cause of formation. So first type of landform made by igneous rock is batholith. Batholiths are dome-shaped igneous rocks with steep slope. Its slopes are steep, means the slope of the wall is steep, dome-shaped with a steep slope. And cause of formation is it is exposed on the earth's surface. Meaning is clear from this much that it was solidified under the ground inside the earth's surface, but it is exposed on the earth's surface due to intense weathering and erosional work. Second is laccoliths. Laccoliths are also dome-shaped upper surface with flat bottom. The solidification of magma occurs just below the earth's surface, and laccoliths are formed due to intrusion of magma. Here, intrusion, meaning of intrusion of magma along the bedding rocks, bedding planes. So these two words we should know the meaning of these two. Formed due to intrusion of magma. Intrusion of magma means the solidification of magma in wave-like structure with gentle rise and with gentle fall. Wave-like structure that we say, I want to show this intrusion. Wave-like structure means in this way. So, intrusion of magma became solidification of magma in wave-like structure with gentle fall, with gentle rise and gentle fall. Then we come to bedding planes. Bedding planes are the surface of plains. Those are formed by sedimentary rocks. So if we see the cause of formation of laccoliths, then it is formed due to intrusion of magma, due to solidification of magma in wave-like structure with gentle rise and gentle fall. And this solidification occurs on the bed of sedimentary plains. So this was laccoliths, and third is sills. Sills, it is parallel to the bedding plains. Means solidification of magma occurs parallel to the bedding plane. Bedding plane, again I repeat, the surface of the sedimentary rock. And it is formed due to intrusion and solidification of magma between bedding plane. When the magma solidifies between the bedding plane, then sills are formed. So these three were the landforms made by igneous rocks. Batholiths, its shape is dome with steep slope, steep wall, and it is exposed on the earth surface due to intense weathering and erosional work. Second is laccolith. This is also dome shaped. Its upper surface is dome shaped, but the bottom is flat, and it is formed due to intrusion of magma along the bedding planes. Third is sills. This is parallel to the bedding planes, and it is formed due to intrusion and solidification of magma between the bedding planes. Remaining two landforms, those are formed from igneous rocks. Fourth is dikes. This is well-like formation of solidified magma, and its formation occurs perpendicularly to the planes of sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock, that is the plane of sedimentary rock, is called the bedding plane. Fifth is plug or volcanic rock. It is found at the mouth of extinct volcano. Extinct volcano means it had erupted in past and it can erupt in future, but at present it is not erupting. That type of volcano is extinct volcano. While there is no eruption in the volcano, then the magma solidifies at the mouth of the extinct volcano, and that feature is called plug or volcanic rock. So we saw 5 types of landforms made by igneous rocks. Those were batholiths, laccoliths, sills, dikes, and last is plug or volcanic rock. So all these are the example of hypobasal igneous. Hypobasal igneous, there are 2 types. Due to its location, the igneous rock is 2 types. First is plutonic igneous, when the solidification of magma occurs on the earth's surface, that is plutonic igneous, and when the solidification of magma occurs very deep inside the earth, that is the hypobasal igneous. So all these 5 that I told you, first was batholith, second laccoliths, third sills, fourth dikes, and fifth plug or volcano. So first 4 are found inside the earth's surface. That is another matter, due to about the first I wrote, about batholiths I wrote, it is exposed on the earth's surface due to extreme or intense erosion and weathering, that is exposed on the earth's surface. Otherwise, these 4, batholiths, laccoliths, sills, and dikes, all these are found inside the earth's surface. It means the solidification of magma occurs inside the earth's surface. After solidification, this type of physical features, this type of landforms are found inside the earth's surface. But plug or volcanic rock, this is the solidification of magma occurs at the mouth of the extinct volcano. So this is the landform made by igneous rock above the earth's surface. But first 4 are the landforms made by igneous rock inside the earth's surface. Now second type of rocks are sedimentary rocks. To understand sedimentary rocks, it is important to understand sediments. What are sediments? Sediments are weathered and eroded materials. And in the formation of sediments, these three processes are involved: weathering or erosion, transportation and deposition. Let us discuss about the formation of sediments. When the igneous rocks or other kinds of rocks are weathered or eroded, and those weathered materials or eroded materials are transported by the agents of transportation such as the rivers, the glaciers, the oceanic waves, the wind. By these agents, these weathered or eroded materials are transported. And when the force of transportation becomes weak, now that force of transportation has no more capacity to carry the weathered or eroded materials. So those weathered or eroded materials are deposited by the agents of transportation. So we are saying these three processes are involved. Igneous or other kinds of rocks are weathered or eroded by the forces of nature. Then weathered or eroded materials are transported by the agents of transportation. And when the force of agents of transportation becomes weak, then those weathered or eroded materials are deposited. So these three processes are involved in the formation of sediments. Those deposited materials, one more thing, those deposited materials are called sediments. This deposition occurs in plain area or in depressions. Depressions means lowland areas. Now we say sedimentary rocks are also called stratified rocks. In stratified rocks we have a word strata. Strata means different layers. These sediments are deposited. So the first layer of deposition will get huge pressure from the upper layer, from the second layer. Similarly, from the second layer will get huge pressure from the upper layer, third layer. So we are seeing first and second layers are getting huge pressure from the upper layer, and these loose materials, sediments were the loose materials. These loose materials are solidified due to huge pressure from the upper layers, and different layers are formed. Its density will be maximum, its density is less than this, and its density is very less. So different layers of sediments are formed with a different density. These different layers are called strata. Since strata are found in sedimentary rocks, therefore sedimentary rocks are also called stratified rocks. Now sedimentary rocks are also called secondary rocks, because sedimentary rocks are formed from the igneous rocks or from other kinds of rocks. By the process of this weathering or erosion, transportation and deposition, since it is formed, this is not the original form, it is the derived from of igneous or other kinds of rocks. So this is called secondary rocks. In short, in one sentence we say, since sedimentary rocks are made from the igneous rocks or from the other kinds of rocks, therefore sedimentary rocks are also called secondary rocks.